Stampin' with Amore, and today I am sharing this little treat box with you. It's not actually little. It is 3 by 5.5 by, I think it's 1. Yeah, 3 by 5.5 by 1. And you're going to notice that the opposite side, I put polka dots, but I really wanted to use the stripe, and by mistake I adhered the polka dot. I adhered the side of the polka dot, so I just went ahead and put it on there. But you don't even have to mat the back of this box. So, and I didn't have another piece of this particular pattern, so I decided just to leave it alone. So I am just going to mat the front of the next one that we're doing. I'm doing it in Poppy Parade this time. And this one is the Gorgeous Grape, and I love this color. It's super pretty. I love this sentiment. And again, I am using those framelits that are from the Blended Seasons bundle that is now available. And it is these framelits right here with these gorgeous stitched frames. And there's one more, the smaller one, which I'm using on this one. Plus, I'm using the flower framelit, this right here, for this box also. I love this bundle. I just cannot get enough of it, and I love these framelits, and so I want to use them. So I am using also the Brights 6x6 Designer Series paper pad. You've seen me use this a lot. I love this pad also. It's one of my favorite Designer Series paper because I love polka dots and stripes. And this is the stamp set that goes with the Blended Seasons and the bundle. And so you can order that at my shop at stampingwithamore.com, but it is great for every season. It has fall, Christmas, spring, Thanksgiving. It has it all covered for you, and it's a 2 stamp set plus the framelits, and the framelits are to die for. And you've seen me talk about it before. And another thing before I get started, I wanted to let everybody know that I am going live on my Facebook page now. So if you want to go to my Facebook page, stampingwithamore.com, you can like my page and follow it, and you will be able to come on and see, because I'm doing projects during the week, also extra projects. Besides, I always post to YouTube on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, and then I'm starting to do lives during the week also. I haven't picked a permanent date, but or time. So I'm just kind of going on a whim these days, but I will probably try to pick a certain time. Right now it's a little bit hard for me to pick a certain time because of my mom being in nursing care, and I'm switching with my sister back and forth on different days. So when I get that nailed down, I will definitely let everybody know. Alright, so this is what we're making today. I'm using one of our doilies too, and the doily is the pearlized doily, but I'm using the opposite side, and we're going to use a blend. That's what I did for this with the Gorgeous Grape, and I colored the doily. So you can use the blends for a lot of things, and you can even color your rhinestones too. Alright, so let's get started with this. So you're going to need a piece of, this is Poppy Parade, 12 by 5. So you do need 12 by 12s, but you can make 2 out of a 12 by 12. And then for the matting piece, you'll need a piece that's 2 7/8 by 4 3/8. Now if you want to mat the back, just make 2 of these. Okay, and then you'll need a piece to stamp. I'm using Very Vanilla because I just like the Very Vanilla is not so stark on this one. And you need that to stamp your image. And the image, did I show that already, is the Detailed with Love stamp set. I love this one too. It's so pretty. And I'm using this, so many of my smiles begin with you. So I thought that was so cute. And then I think I'm going to use either the Berry Vanilla or I'm going to use this Real Red. The Poppy Parade is a different color red. It's more of an orange red. I love it too. And then this is more of a red, a blue, you know, with the bluish tint to it. All right, let's go and start scoring this, and then we'll have to bring the big shot up here. I'm also going to use my Stamparatus to stamp this because it's such a solid image. If it doesn't stamp the first time, I can go back and stamp it again. All right, so to score this on the 12-inch side, we're going to score it at 1. And for those of you who are new, the smaller scoring marks, I like to score on this side. So it's 1, 5.5, 6.5, and 11. And then we're going to turn it, and you're going to score it at 1 and 4. Or 1 inch on each side. And that's it. All right, so for cutting this, you are going to cut this square up at the top here. I'm going to cut that off. You're going to cut the other side as well. And then we're going to do the same on this other end. You're going to cut this side and this side. So that's what we have so far. Now this middle piece right here, this is going to, we're going to cut up these, each one of these. This is going to fold inside your box. And I'm just going to take a little bit out of there. And then this side also. I think I shared 3D projects all week this week. I usually do a card, but I had an extra Christmas project that I ran out of time to show. But I will get back to doing some more cards next week. I love doing cards too. Boxes are my big thing, but I really enjoy making cards too. So we're scoring all these score marks. Oh, we don't have to score those because they are going to be out. Okay, and then before we do anything else, we are going to round the corners. Now you do have to tuck in your little glue tabs on these sides here to round your corners so it won't go in there straight. And then we're going to do the same on this side. Now to make our little slots, we're going to use our classic label, and we're going to do this after we mat it, because there's a reason for that. So let's go ahead and mat that. I'm just going to use my Fast Fuse. You can use Snail. I just got mine in, but I haven't taken it on the package yet. So pick which side you want to be your front. And like I said, if you want to mat the other side, you can go ahead and mat the other side too. Alright, so now you can do this either before or after you glue it together, because you'll still be able to fit this in here. So what I'm doing is, see how this has little, let me see if I can point it out. It has little points on the end, this little classic label, so I'm lining this up with the score mark. So the score mark's right here, so I'm lining that up so that this is exactly in the middle. And then we're punching that. And then we're going to do the exact same on the other side, and this way they will line up. So the score mark, I'm just lining that up where those points are and punching it. That's why I want to punch it after you mat it, because it does go into some of the matting area there. Alright, so this is the front. So I am going to put adhesive on this side. Again, use your tear and tape. I'm still using fast fuse until it runs out. I noticed I have quite a bit still in there in my storage, so I'm going to go ahead and use it. But go ahead and use your tear and tape or some strong double-sided adhesive. So you want your flaps going back to make it a lot cleaner looking. And then there you have your box. Isn't that cute? I think it's so cute, and it fits quite a bit. In the other one, I put these Hershey's Kisses. I just put them in a food safe bag, which these aren't open, so they don't really need a food safe bag, but that's what I had on hand. All right, so we're gonna scoot that out of the way, and I'm going to bring in my Stamparatus really quick. And we are going to, you don't need on the rubber stamps, you don't need the extra pad in it. This is a different pad. This is our, and I use this because of, it lifts it so if it's close to this edge here, it'll still stamp it. But these are our silicone craft mats, craft sheet. So if you want to get one of those, and if you're having trouble with your Stamparatus, like stamping towards the edge, this lifts it just enough, and it's just really great for that. So we're just gonna, I think I'm gonna move it actually. Let's see, I need to move it in. It doesn't matter where I put it. There we go. I'll grab my magnet. I already lost one of my magnets, so keep an eye on your magnets because they're so strong, they'll grab onto anything. Alright, so I'm going to use Poppy Parade. Ink this all up. Maybe I can do it in one try. We'll see, because it's such a solid image. You know how sometimes it won't. Like, yeah, I got a little spot right there. So I'm just going to ink that up a little bit more. I need to wipe it because I think it's fuzz there that got on it. Alright. Yeah. Okay, I think that's fine. I kind of overdid it a little bit. In fact, I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to turn it over and do it on the other side. Because it kind of blocked out the words. And I didn't like the look of that. Alright. I'm going to grab my Simply Chamois and just wipe that. Okay, so let's get that done again. And this is really a juicy pad, so I think I just had fuzz on it the first time. Yep. Right there. I'm just going to ink that tiny spot. Doesn't want to ink up. I think we're going to go with that. Before I close it, I need to wipe that up again. Okay. It inked, but it's got some kind of, it had some kind of fuzz on it, so it didn't want to ink that little area back up. Alright, so now I'm going to use my, I got ink all over me, for goodness sake. Get that mess. All right, so I'm going to run these through the Big Shot. I'm going to do the framelit around here. It fits really good. I'm going to cut this shorter so I can do, that's the other one. I could do this piece at the same time, and this, I'm just going to run these through. So let me get the Big Shot. Using my magnetic platform because it's perfect for this. And this circle fits perfect in those arches of the framelit. And we're going to just run that one through. I can't ever get away with stamping without getting ink all over me. It's just a sign of a stamper, right? Okay, so look at how pretty that is. I love that little. I'm going to leave these on here so I don't lose them. And then all of these are stitched. Isn't that pretty with the stitching? I love the stitching. I hope you can see that in there. All right, so let's move these. And then I'm going to grab the doily, and this is going to be a little bit messy. I'm going to try to keep it as neat as possible, but I'm going to use the brush end and with Poppy Parade, and I'm just going to run it along here to color that. And you don't even have to color the whole thing. You can just color the parts, because this is going to cover most of it. Okay, so I have that inked all up, and if you probably noticed me put this on here to make sure that it wasn't going to show any of the white, but you can make doilies any color you want with if you have the blends, just to match and coordinate with all your paper. All right, so we are going to attach this. I'm just going to add some fast fuse on here. You can use wet glue because it is kind of messy using the fast fuse or snail. We're going to lay that down, and then I am going to attach this with some dimensionals. It's so funny, and I look at my hand with all the ink. My husband, he sees it the other night we went out to dinner, and he's like, "What is that all over your hand?" I didn't even realize I had it on me, but it was ink all over my hands. So we are going to lay that down on top of it, and then I'm going to add this little leaf to the bottom here. And I'm going to use, I don't have, let me see if any of these will, if this one will look good with it. This is what I used before, these glitter enamel dots. So I'm not sure if this one will work or not. Yeah, it would work. But you know what? I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use just a regular rhinestone. Because I wanted, yeah, I like the rhinestone on it better. I think I like it better than the colored, because it kind of has a lot of color to it anyway. So look at the little rhinestone on it. And if you have any doilies that are the very vanilla, or you can even do this white and then use the white doily, but I thought it was just a lot better with the colored doily behind it. All right, and then let's see what this is going to look like to tie a bow with. I think I really like the Very Vanilla better. I think I'm going to go with the Very Vanilla. I have it sitting right here because it's a little bit too much Poppy Parade to me. So we're going to tie a bow and do a bow here with the Very Vanilla. I brought them both out because I thought I was going to probably like the Very Vanilla better. So there you have it. Done. So if you need any supplies for this, you can go to my blog. It's stampingwithamore.com and shop from my blog. Don't forget the blended season is only till August 31st. So if you just can't live without this set, it's so pretty. And there's so much you can do with these framelits. So I hope you enjoyed it, everyone. Have a blessed day. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit the bell for notifications every time I upload a new video. See you later. Bye.